Hi, my friends, and welcome to Lunchtime with the Elders. I don't really know what's working here or if it's not working. We're just going to keep talking because this is my first time doing the streaming on here. And so I think I just went live. I think we're, figuring things out for the first time. So I am so grateful to have you here, to have you in this place with me, and continuing this journey of shifting and creating, right? We are all here today to experience beautiful life, right? And it's how we access it. So today the elders are going to be bringing through messages on how we can access our own inner peace. This is so valuable for us. This is so, oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Now I'm finally seeing all of the messages. This is like hiccups. So thank you for bearing with me all. Is, am I still blurry? Are we blurry still? By the way, I couldn't see the chat. I couldn't figure out how to get to it. I'm like trying to do behind the scenes. So I'm just gonna go with it. We're just gonna play and figure it out. So today we're talking about channeling inner peace within us. As human beings expanding in consciousness and really working towards accessing all of this state of Christ consciousness within us, which is essentially our higher vibrational self, right? Our higher dimensional self. We are learning to embody that. And when we come at this lifetime with the remembrance that that middle pillar of energy is where we find the most balance, the most to sound redundant peace. We start to experience great shifts within our reality. We can experience happiness, right? But if you experience happiness, you're going to end up experiencing the duality of it at times, right? We have to expect that these things are going to happen. We can't always be happy. We're going to have these other things that shift and sway. So the concept of today's channeling and the energy that we're bringing through is to enable us all to be at peace with these different occurrences that are happening. We're in a world right now where there is a lot of chaos, there is a lot of pain, there is a lot of turmoil. The spiritual community sometimes can bypass it and say, if we don't look at it, it doesn't exist. The most powerful thing that we all have to work through is recognizing that it does exist and that there are people who are experiencing a lot of pain and suffering. And we have to learn to be able to look at these things and to hold them compassionately and to have heart for it. Have this space within us where we can hold it and honor it and give it the recognition that it truly deserves. Because we can't get to 5D consciousness as a collective if we are burying our heads, if we are spiritually bypassing and sticking with love and light only and nothing else exists, and if we focus on this vibration, everything shifts. It's the duality and understanding and having unconditional love for those hard to see aspects that allows us to have peace. And when we have that true peace, we anchor in that Christ consciousness. We anchor in that understanding that everything is here for a purpose, for a reason. And we learn to expand our container to hold more of it, right? To hold more of the bliss, to hold more of the pain, to hold more of these things. And then we maintain our peace more easily. This is a learning process for all of us too. So that's important to recognize. I have to go through it as well, right? Every iteration of self, of the ego purification that we're going through, we are learning how to find that peace, state of balance again, based on what we've just chosen to let go of. And while When we are early in our awakening, we shed a lot of garbage very quickly, very rapidly. We do still experience these deep wounds, right? They save the best for last because we have to be spiritually evolved in order to be able to handle these deep, challenging, darker things, right, within us. So, um, I'm going to start to channel and we're going to drop in, and there's going to be some activations and clearings that happen. And then if you guys want to stick around at the end, we'll do a Q&A and you guys can ask questions, and they can be personal, whatever it is. It's all for you guys. So I'm here for that. And I appreciate you all. So I'll see you in a little bit. Bye. Thank you all for being here. Recognize that we are the elders, and this is, in essence, more of an archetype than an actual group of beings, because we exist beyond the constructs of physicality or collective nature. It is the essence of wisdom that comes from awakening. It is the energy of all of you, from every iteration of you, here, there, and from source. You are all connected to this energy and have the opportunity to awaken the wisdom of it within you. To remember this is so powerful because it creates a shift. It closes the loop of student and teacher. It brings forward within you the remembrance of what you have done previously and what you will do in the future. And it is in this closing of the loop, recognizing that you are both student and teacher always simultaneously, that enables you to see things from a perspective that embodies wisdom, not righteousness, not knowing everything, but a state of peace, understanding that all of those around you are holding the exact information that they require in that moment in time, in that blip of their existence and awareness. You are all right now in that exact state, receiving just what you need in order to shift, to remember that this very split second in your awareness ripples out to every iteration of you, past, present, and future. This is the power that we wish you to hold and remember. It is your presence here in this very moment that affects everything within your field. When you choose to allow yourself to be present in that moment, to allow the energy to flow through you in that moment, to be fully engrossed in the energy surrounding you, you are able to shift the energetics of everything within your existence, the patterning of those past, present, and future moments of awareness, because that ripple through your extreme presence changes everything. This is how you clear woundings from past lifetimes. This is how you collapse the lifetimes and timelines that no longer serve you. This is how you release old storylines and anxieties that creep in from patterning that no longer serves. It is because in this moment of awareness, you are creating the opportunity for you to embody peace. Through imbuing that moment of awareness with the energy that allows you to truly become part of you in every iteration, you begin to shift those timelines as well. You begin to collapse the pain that occurred there. You begin to call back the parts of you that are crucial for you to ascend in physicality and consciousnessly. Because in that shift, you are creating a recoding of your structure, a release, a Control-Alt-Delete, in a sense, of the patterns that do not serve. When you have cleared out these energetics, you find less burden within you. You find that you, in this moment of awareness, have more capacity because your bandwidth is freed up. You have the ability to hold more when you are more of yourself. This peace that we speak of resides within you, both energetically and as a state within each layer of your light body system. It is one that must be worked on multiple levels in order for it to fully anchor in to your reality. Many people experience extreme flight, fright, freeze. This energy in all of its phases puts your nervous system and your body into a state of unrest, where your energy is focused both inward and outward at the same time, being inefficient. It creates a buzzing within the system, and at times, especially for those who are spiritually adept or neurodivergent, it can create extreme disassociation. You see this many times in the spiritual community that you are in, as people who do not anchor, ground, and connect to the physical realm. Your gift here is that you are having the opportunity to be a human. It is a prized event and one that many experience with joy from the higher perspective. It is a gift, whatever the iteration, and it is fleeting. And when you choose to work on finding the ability to regulate the nervous system through safety, you begin to be able to hold that inner peace more firmly. When you go inward and choose to find the balance, to remind yourself that you are safe, that you are loved, that you are protected, the actions of others can feel less of a threat. Now, many people who are in this stage of awakening and evolution have found themselves in situations and scenarios surrounded by people who do not create safety for them. For these situations, we strongly suggest planned action to remove oneself. We know that this sounds easier said than done, but with the intuitive senses that are coming online, the understanding that there is always a way when you begin to anchor your higher self and connect to the higher realms. You begin to be able to plan out, to trust in and allow divine will to guide you. This surrender to the divine energy of your higher self and source, God, brings you wisdom. It brings you perspective that enables you to release any tensions or hardships that you have felt and experienced in the past. It brings through a clearing of sorts. We are currently, with your consent, working to energetically create stronger connections between you and your essence. The process of opening your root and crown channel gives you the opportunity to balance your energy and live more in the state of peace, to find the grounded nature within your root is one of the most valuable ways to begin to bring peace into your life. Through this, you are creating shifts because your own personal grid system is beginning to anchor into your physical reality. It gives you the opportunity to follow the path of the energetics that you are beginning to anchor in. Some of you watching have already fully anchored in this system for yourself due to the grounded nature that you bring. You all have the opportunity to experience this peace. And it begins with your choice to ground safety into your life, to release fear, and to understand that the balance from within you comes from honoring what is happening in your surroundings, in your body, in your soul, in each layer of self. Because each layer requires these energetics to be true. Once your physical body can rest in the state of safety, you can then make way for that inner peace. Now you have the opportunity to develop this place of safety within you at any time. We strongly suggest that you also find a place within your home, within your commute, within a park, somewhere that you feel connected to nature, to God, to whatever it is that you feel called to be connected to. Something that makes you feel safe. Holding a place like this in your physical energy begins to create the neural pathways that enable you to make actions to create more safety within you, within your experience. You all have the ability to call this in for yourself. And when you begin to find that state where you feel safe, you begin to find peace in that state. You then begin to replicate it when you are not in that place. You have received the patterning from yourself to enact it when you feel called, when you are triggered on your drive to work, when you are frustrated with your children, when you sit anxious at a test coming up. You have the ability to project your multidimensional self and consciousness to that place, to feel the essence of that safety that you have created for yourself flow through you, to become part of you once more. And you collapse that version of you back into your physical self in that moment to hold it, to hold that vibration, to hold the frequency throughout you, to help you to find that state of peace once more. As you grow and work through these different layers, you will find that each chakra will open a different and more abundant way for you to access this peace. But we start with the most basal. You are all creating change within you. You are all opening to the wisdom and power that exists within you already. Our energy is part of you. because you created us, this energy, this essence. It is you who brought us here. The seeker of wisdom, being taught by oneself. The student and the teacher loop closed once more. Remember, the end of the loop returns you to source, and you are on your way to finding that path back home, climbing the mountain. Vioroto ire kia sia shoto uia sia toroko uia fiato umpeire iro koia kia shoto siate viato koia siato shia haira koia tia tiara ko. Feel our energy awakening within you, the knowing and understanding of your true connection to everything. Viokoro koia siati shu tia kia ko ui haira kia kofa ira kaira ko shoto ia siati. I kuriatia, ira hau ira kia ke aishotia, fioto kia siata, ira kioko sha tiara kofia, ira tia hairi hata ira kioko ira kia. The essence of you wraps into your energy. In this lifetime, you are being asked to fully embody yourself, to become the channel of you, to hold your essence within, void of all else that is not you. The full circle once more is that you are source and everything is you. So holding these truths will shift your reality and enable you to expand your container of light and to walk in both worlds at once, balanced in an everlasting state of peace. Viokoro kia sia aisho toi e sia tia keira kia kora koire fiatia ira tiata. Your templates have been activated to release a homing that enables you to create this space of peace that we've spoken of, that enables you to amplify it, to tap into it and allow it to call you at that frequency of safety so that you may recreate at any moment that sensation of being held, supported, and open, so that you can experience the peace within. Release the pain in your heart. Release the fear in your system. Open to this new way of existence. You are the elder. You are your higher self. You are source. And so it is. So, my friends, as you're coming back into your body, you can feel yourself move and shift. With each breath you take in, I want you to feel your essence and energy ground further into your body. Your channel has opened more to allow the energy of you to come through. Releasing parts of you that aren't needed anymore, that served you well. But they no longer contribute to your peace. So this channel clears them and keeps you connected to your true self, to your higher self. We draw a silver cord through your system, through your legs, through your feet, to your earth star, to the center of the earth, to ground your energy back down. I thought it was quite beautiful, the idea of finding that space of peace for yourself, finding that safety. It is interesting how we all need to work through many of the different experiences here to find our own safety. And for us to have peace, we have to be safe. We get to give that to ourselves. And sometimes we can achieve that in states of chaos. Sometimes we need to experience it first without the chaos, which is where they were suggesting to create your own space, whether it's in the woods or a place in your home. This can be challenging when we're experiencing, it could be, abuse of some sort in the home, domestic violence, feelings of, drug addiction or alcoholism can create a lot of challenges within ourselves too, because we don't feel safe, so we imbibe. The reminder of all of this is that we have the power within us to choose a different path, to choose the path of peace. And finding that strength within us, it is magnificent. Some of us are in all different stages of this, variations of learning how to live it, learning how to be in it. It's a constant reminder, though, at times. And that state of peace, it exists for everyone. And when we have the frequency imprinted within us from that experience of finding it, we can recreate it at any time. So this was just the reminder. Again, I love that they talked about the elder, like you are the elder, right? We are the elders, right? You are the elder. You are the wise one who knows the things. It's just remembering it, anchoring that into you, letting that be the truth that can create these massive shifts. Now, looking at the energetics of what they did in everyone's field, it was an expansion of the root chakra that enabled. So what's happening right now as a collective, everyone's crown, everyone's third eye, all of this stuff is opening. And a lot of people don't necessarily have these massive roots or lower chakra system that can hold this crazy expansion that's happening up here. So I think they talked about some disassociation too, or maybe that was me. I don't remember at this point. But there's this like disassociation that happens when we're up here too much. To find that peace here and be human and experience it to its fullest so that we can clear out our physical body and our astral body, right? If we're trying to actually anchor in our light body system to ascend into 6D, 5D, 6D, we have to get rid of our physical body and our astral bodies. And we do that through these clearing processes of getting our body back into safety, balancing the system, creating these like lifting, removing dense energies within our emotional body and our mental plane. And so to do that, we have to have that safety to find that peace so that we can clear. So it's all these circles, all these circles. But the beautiful thing about it is we're constantly expanding our capacity with this all and creating this opportunity to hold more and more and more within our system so that we can transmute much more quickly. We can have resiliency and come back to baseline, and we can find peace, right? The more resiliency we have, the more capability we have at coming back to baseline, the more we can hold, the more we can really move forward. And I don't like the word ascend. You'll kind of, but I at this point I don't have the right word in terms of. I'm going to have to think of a new word to use instead of that for moving up into our light body system and leaving the physical behind. So that's my spiel with the elders, and that's their spiel, and they're really grateful, right? They're really grateful for you all to have received that. And I think part of the remembrance of knowing that you are the elder was really something they want us to drive home, and they keep like pointing at and pushing towards, because that is the truth is we are all awakening to who we truly are. And the more we recognize that we're both the student and the teacher, we're both the one who knows it all and the one who knows nothing. We're both perfect and completely imperfect, both all at the same time. These dualities exist, right? And so to remember that and to hold that within us is so valuable in this point in time. So if anybody has questions, at this point, we can open it up for anything. You know, I'm open to, if you guys have personal questions I can answer. I can check in with your guides. If you just want to hear what you guys have to say, I'm happy to do that too. But you can just drop it in the chat and let me know. Oh my God. Where are we? Oh, there's like multiple things. There's too many chats. I don't know how to do this. Is everything? Oh, the live stream chat is over here. Was I in the live stream chat? I don't know what I'm doing, guys. You know what? I gotta open this on YouTube, I think, to figure this out. Oh, Scat was on here. Hey, Scat. Oh, did I open it up? Okay, I figured it out. I think I figured it out again. Okay. Oh, Scott, Rick. Oh, what was the original event or civilizations that came? Okay, so Scott asked, what was the original event or civilizations that gave Sedona, Arizona its energetic imprint? This is a really cool question, and I'm going to take this time to plug a really cool event that I'm doing in Sedona, Arizona at Humankind Center on the 25th and 26th of October. I'll be there doing a channeling workshop. The weekend event is called Channel and Flow, and I'm partnering with John, who is the owner of Humankind, as well as David Starfire, who is the musician who does all of the musical tracks for Ram Dass meditations. They're so cool, so powerful. And so that's coming up on the 25th and 26th. And so you can find it in my link tree, and I will put a note in here too on the comments for the direct link for it. And so we can all meet there, hopefully, right? It'll be a fun weekend. You'll be open the channeling workshops during the day. I'll be helping you to access your guides, your higher consciousness and guidance. And on both days, we'll be working towards helping you anchor that energy in. Sunday will also have more of a mentorship circle, which will help you with your spiritual development and moving forward on the path for you. So it's going to be a great time. There's going to be lots of beautiful people, beautiful energy, lots of fun to exchange. But so, all right, now Sedona, Arizona. What is it? What are the civilizations that gave Sedona, Arizona its energetic imprint? I'm going to channel for this because, I have the things that I feel, but I also have there's other things too that are like really powerful that I think are coming through as well. So personally, when I drove through Sedona for the first time, I felt Mars. I cried. I cried when I saw the big red mountains. Right as I was coming up, it was incredible. So it was, I don't know, I loved it. I also hated it because it brought up so many emotions, but so that's beside that. All right, let's see, what are the civilizations that brought this in? Much of the energy and the imprints that occurred here can be attributed to the energetics of what is known as the Kachinas. This energy created an opening, essentially a portal that enabled transportation from the Pleiadian and Arcturian stargates to Sedona. In this energetic exchange, there was an anchoring that occurred that enabled portals to my sun is just coming down to, it feels like to Mars, like literally like a portal to Mars. And so it's very there's like almost the vibe of reptilian energy. I'm going to use the term serpent, actually. It is serpentine feeling. And so this is creating this shift in what can be found there. So it's, buddy, you okay? Hold on. My son is sick today, so he's not feeling so good. But yeah, that's it's such an interesting sensation. And so but in this you have the Essassani who have now created almost like a home base there, which is very interesting because the energetics that were originally created, I mean, it feels like millennia ago that were seeded there, because it was meant to be interesting. The feeling of it was, it was meant to be like a modern, like they're showing it as the seeding for Atlantis, right? That the energy that is anchored there was creating a seeding for the next Atlantis-like civilization in terms of consciousness wise. Not Lemuria. It was meant to be a little bit more advanced in terms of the spiritual and the cross section of spirituality and technology. So whereas it almost feels like Colorado has become that currently, I think there's going to be a shift in some of the ways that things happen within Sedona itself, and to have that cross section between, like, that's where you're going to have people being like decoding the crystal skulls, like literally decoding the crystal skulls and things like that, because the energetic properties of Sedona, as they were seated, are creating this very heightened and incredible energy that can give people the ability to do things that they can't do other places. I don't know. Sedona is just the most magical place, so I'm so excited to be going back there. It's gonna be cool. But I have to go attend to a child. So next time I'm going to be able to get some more questions. I wasn't expecting him to poop out so quickly. But I'm so grateful for all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you guys for being here. And I am looking forward to hearing all about your experiences in the next one and what's coming up next too. Thursday night, I have a workshop donation based. It's called Angels and Demons. We're going to be diving into the etymology and all of the different aspects of this energy, right? Of the angels, of that, the idea of the angelic light and dark, right? Because everything exists in that duality, right? We are all of it at once. So it's going to be great. And then I can't remember what else at this point, but that's enough. All right, my friends. I'm so excited for all of you to work on your peace and to find your peace, place of safety, and to start instilling that into your life and the patterning that's within you. You've got this. I love you. Bye.